Hello, English Festival students. My name is Daniel Keown, a faculty member who teaches music education at the Dana School of Music here at Youngstown State University. Today, we would like to share some of the compositions that were submitted for this year's Jeremy Salvner Music Composition Contest. For this event, some students from both the junior and senior levels wrote a piece of music that was inspired by one or more of the books that you've read this year in preparation for the English Festival. Students had the option to write instrumental works or songs ranging from solo piano to instrumental pieces containing several different instruments. Like stories, music can have a beginning, middle, and end. Music can communicate to a certain degree while allowing other nuances of music to be self-interpreted by the listener, or in the case of novels, self-interpreted from the reader. Students submitted their composition along with a written synopsis earlier this winter. The compositions were then reviewed by a panel of music professors at YSU and judged based on originality, technicality, and artistic intention in alignment with one or more of the books. Ratings were then calculated to form a rank order of placements. The Dana School of Music is thrilled to be part of the Jeremy Salvner Memorial Award ceremony each year. It is incredible to hear the vast amount of music talent from these compositions. Many of you are starting to think about what you might do after high school. If college is an option, I hope that you consider YSU. If you're interested in music specifically, I would be happy to share with you everything we offer college students in our School of Music. Feel free to email me at the link below. If you're someone who plans not to major in music, but you'd like to participate in a music ensemble anyway, we have a home for you. Whether it's performing in an orchestra, marching band, jazz band, choir, or wind ensemble. So, without further ado, let's dive into these compositions. Third place in the grades 7 through 9 category goes to Aiden Cole for Krasivaya. Krasivaya, as explained by Aiden, expresses Lena's feelings during a particular point in the story. When Lena opens the Russian translation book, she found messages from this person by the name of Andreas that was hidden throughout the book. The song expresses Lena's feelings of longing for Andreas. Finding his notes to her meant the world to her. When she had nothing else, she could feel him in her book. She could feel Krasivaya when she read his notes. When she read his messages, she was warmer than any fire could ever get her, and more filled with hope than ever. This is Aiden's song. Second place in the grades 7 through 9 goes to Katie Miller for her song The Thing Worth Fighting For, based on the Someday Birds. Katie writes about her song. The reason I wrote this song was because the book The Someday Birds a boy named Charlie is this kid who doesn't like when things change or when things are chaotic. In the book, Charlie and his family go on this crazy road trip to go meet his dad. But they face some major bumps in the road, literally too. To me, this book was for Charlie to come and find what being in a flock meant. As he finds all of the someday birds, we as people find our hopes and dreams, the things in life that will keep us together, love, family, hope, and even an adventure. No matter how hard the road is or how high the tower is, you can do it with the people you love by your side. Here's Katie's song.
You find family, you find the thing worth fighting, the thing worth fighting for. You find love, you find family, you find the thing worth fighting, the thing worth fighting for. You found me.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream.
I'm not worried about anything, I'm not fearing any man. I've seen the glory of the coming of the Lord, amen. I'm okay. That is a word he said the night before he died. My shot in the head, hours later, he didn't survive. Who am I?
First place in grades 7 through 9 goes to Michael G. Michael writes about his piece. He states, "When I read the pieces in We Rise, We Resist, We Raise Our Voices, I thought it corresponded extremely well with the current state of the world. It spoke to me in a way that I thought I could write somewhat of a rap to portray the deeper meaning from the perspective of the youth. In schools, children of color are bullied, ridiculed, and shamed for their skin. Now more than ever, racism to every color, even whites, is normalized. The sadness of the fact that racism is such a common thing to be witnessed in modern-day school is terrible, and putting it in the song form could bring awareness and emotion to the meaning of the book. We rise, we resist, we raise our voices." The beginning of the song introduces a simple verse talking about what occurrences to elaborate on the meaning of racism. Then in the middle, there's a beat switch accompanied by a short rant about situations of the world. Finally, concluding the song is a jazzy chorus. This song is supposed to strike a special place in the hearts of all people, bringing awareness to racism in youth. Here's Michael's piece.
Why don't we put up our feet, strike up a deal in positive ways we can make, learn to heal? Why don't we drop our weapons, throw up a white flag, pack up the fight and store it in a bag? Listen, I have a dream, that's what he said. Now let's all give a helping hand, make his dream come true. And if we fight all over again, that's okay, just repeat steps 1 and 2. I mean, it's not a lot, but something, don't you think that? And if we all contribute, then maybe it won't be as bad. But you may think differently, and that's okay. Just step back and let us do our play. 'Cause any dream can happen, the world is yours to win. It doesn't matter where you're from or the color of your skin. Bullies try and stop you, but they'll never ever top you. Raise your head proud and then point your chin. Say it! Any trick can happen and the world is yours to win. It doesn't matter where you're from or the color of your skin. Yeah, bullies try and stop you, but they'll never ever top you. Raise your head proud and then point your chin. I mean, in retrospect, isn't it a lot? The pressure. We've got 5 generations of oppression, and maybe when you grow up you'll show the world, but right now it seems all too scary. Well, let this be your anthem, never throw your tension. You're angry, you're sad, you're proud, you're mad, but stay strong. They're wrong, go and show them, work hard until the break of dawn. Just don't be their pawn, 'cause we rise, we resist, we raise our voices. We rise, we resist, we raise our voices. And they'll say you don't belong and go back to where you're from. We'll forget them, prove them wrong, show them they're weak and you're strong, amen. And you can do it with your magic and your thunder, and you'll do it with your wisdom and your wonder. Hey.
I have a dream.
Second place in the grades 10 through 12 category goes to Ava Formaini for her song based on the book Salt to the Sea. Ava writes, I wrote this song to sound almost like background music for Salt to the Sea. The story overall has a dark and sorrowful tone, so the beginning of the song is written to show that. Then the song becomes loud and rough to represent the ship sinking. The song builds even more to reach a big chord, which marks the end of the sinking. The song then becomes calm because the 4 main characters have survived, and it almost starts to build to a happy ending. However, Alfred and Amelia don't make it to the lifeboats, and the song ends with a sad-sounding chords from the beginning of the song. Here's Ava's song. First place for grades 10 through 12 category goes to Cameron Reel for her song Nothing. Cameron states that, my song Nothing is based on 2 books, Darius the Great is Not Okay and Poet X. The first 3 lines of the song are referencing Darius the Great. When I sing these lines, I'm speaking to Darius and Sohrab when they need to know that even when they are falling apart, we as readers know what they are going through. The next 3 lines are dealing with the Poet X. When Jamara is fighting to learn who she is, and at every turn she's stopped by her mom. She's looking for the answers that will set her free from this torment, but she is constantly shut down by her mom. The chorus is both Books 1, when Darius's world is crashing down upon him. I simply wrote, "There's nothing I wouldn't do for you." It's the same with Jamara. Jumping to the bridge, the first half is referencing Darius the Great with the line, "I've seen you broken on the ground, like a robot, powering down." The last line of the bridge is dealing with the poet X, with the line, "I've seen you broken on the ground, I will not let you fall now." The song finishes with the chorus and lets Darius and Jamara know that we as readers know their story and it will be all okay. Here's Cameron's song.
I know I have to do something because you know I felt it too. When you see a world at its worst, oh, I see a world at its best, 'cause there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. 'Cause when I see you hurting, I see you healing, 'cause there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. I've seen you hurting, I've seen you breaking, I've seen you broken on the ground like a robot powering down. I've seen you hurting, I've seen you breaking, I've seen you broken on the ground. I will not let you fall now. When you see a world at its worst, oh, I see a world at its best, 'cause there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. When you see a world that's hurting, I see a world that's healing, 'cause there's nothing I wouldn't do for you.
Thank you again to all of our composers for submitting your compositions for the Jeremy Salvner Music Composition Contest. For those that might be interested in doing some composing for next year's English Festival, I would encourage you to look for the advertisements and flyers for next year's Jeremy Salvner Music Composition Contest. Have a great semester. Thank you.